Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Warframe Iron Man. And y'all smell something? Wow. Welcome back to the Warframe Iron Man. Yep, that's right. Last time we went ahead and got Grendel. It was a real pain in the ass. It's not true. It was actually just more annoying than anything. But he's gonna be super sick. We're gonna be playing him this week. We also went ahead and crafted the Massacre, which I totally didn't just take out of the foundry just now. This thing took me 6 days to research, so I'm kind of still salty and, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, today, we are going to finally do it, gamers. We are going to complete what we have sought out to do from the start of this account. But before we do that, we gotta go ahead and showcase Grendel, so we're gonna go do that now. Alright, we are here. We have Grendel and the Masseter. Grendel is a very strong character, as we'll come to find. Let's just get right into it. We're gonna go a bit out of order on explaining things today because it'll just be more comprehensive. Trust me. Anyway, here is the build for Grendel. Just for demonstration purposes, we have on Flow and Rolling Guard. We'll go back at the end and we'll show off what we're gonna be using, but we're actually gonna start off with showcasing the Masseter. So the Masseter is a heavy blade. Wow. But we don't really care about what the Masseter is going to be doing, like attack-wise. We'll look at the stats real quick. I mean, they're alright. But what we really want the Masseter for is if we come in here, it has a unique trait. So the Masseter's unique trait is going to be that you are immune to crowd control effects during heavy attacks when wielded by Grendel. Wow. I mean, it could be good, but unfortunately, that means you're only getting value out of it for like 2 seconds at a time. I don't have plans on actually using this thing, I'm sorry. It's just too slow. And now on to Grendel and his abilities, the more fun part. I'm going to start off with his 1. We're going to skip over the passive real quick. His 1 is going to be Feast. So if we come over here, we have a bunch of enemies. And we hit this button. We suck them up into our belly. Yeah, this character is a big fat vor character, but we get a lot of bonuses. The passive for Grendel is going to be that while we have enemies inside of our gut, we're going to be getting 250 armor per. So we have 5 enemies in there, we have 1250 armor. Going back to Feast, if we were to hold the cast button on it again, we'll spit out the enemies, and we'll do Toxic procs. We're not going to be using it for spitting enemies back out. We are mainly using it for the consumption of 5 enemies to be able to use all of our other abilities. So throughout the showcase, we'll be using our 1 a lot. Just keep that in mind that it is very important to what we're trying to accomplish. On to the 2, and this is Grendel's helmet ability, if you'll believe it. So let's go ahead and suck up an enemy. Got a couple. Now, if we cast Nourish, this is going to give us quite a few things. The first thing is that we have viral damage now on our weapons. Pretty sick. Viral is a very strong status effect to have on your weapons, so him self-buff giving it to you is very strong. Another thing Nourish does, though, is it increases your energy gains. So while Nourish is active, any sort of energy pickups that we get are going to be multiplied. I think the base multiplier is 1.5 times. If we were to get 50, we'd pick up 75. And that scales with strength, so you can kind of picture where we're going with this. We've got the viral damage, it gives us energy. That's kind of a all-encompassing ability, right? Wrong, there's more. So let's go ahead and unpause these enemies. And get a couple sucked up so I can use my 2. We'll pop this. If they were to damage us, we'll do an AoE blast of viral damage. And it'll stagger some enemies. You can see them getting staggered here. And we took a bit of damage. That's very good. If we were to cast Nourish again, it heals us. There's quite literally nothing that this ability doesn't fucking do. It is such an insane ability, and it's why for many of the episodes I've mentioned it. It is nuts. Now, it's at its strongest on Grendel. You lose a couple of benefits from helmeting onto other frames. But that doesn't stop the fact that every Warframe in our arsenal, once we helmet this character, is going to get a viral buff and an energy multiplier buff if we have Nourish on. Absolutely insane ability. I mean, look at that stat screen. My god. Moving back to Grendel's other abilities, we have Pulverize. We come over here, stick up some enemies. We're starting off with enemies in our stomach because if we cast Pulverize, we turn into a ball. As we drive around and hit enemies, we're going to be armor stripping them. And I believe the ball does toxic damage, although I'm not sure where the toxin proc comes from. Regardless, though, while we have enemies in our stomach and we are in Pulverize, we do not consume any energy, so we are free to go around in a ball as we see fit. And we can also suck up more enemies while in the ball and cast Nourish if we needed to, and maybe R4. We can hit Sprint to go a lot faster while losing some control on our turns. And yeah, I mean, Pulverize is just fun, what can I say? And now on to Grendel's final ability, we're going to have Regurgitate. We take all of the enemies that are in our stomach and we spit them back out, dealing a big fat toxin proc. It kind of just does really good damage. Nothing really more to it than that. It also armor strips if we were to shoot this at an armored target, which we don't have any left with armor, but overall, that is Grendel's kit. It's a very fun one and a very strong one, but there's one thing I have to show off that's left, and it pertains to what we're going to be using on him today. Here is our build, and you're going to notice that we have no reactor on him. I don't really feel like putting one on. We have Helmet over Pulverize. I'm sorry if you wanted to see it, but we're gonna be doing the budget build for Grendel, and what he is best at is using one of his augments. That is Gastro. Now, Gastro is going to make our 4 enemies that we spit out are going to be able to bounce 3 times, and they create gas clouds that do gas damage. We'll show this off in a second, but just know this is absolutely nuts. All right, now let's show off Gastro real quick. So let's suck up these 4 enemies right here, right? We're gonna cast Roar to make our gas clouds do a lot more damage, and yeah, you took a little sneak peek at the build. You'll know that wasn't really all that invested in at all. Gastro is crazy because the way Regurgitate works is that its damage is going to scale with the level of enemies that you're sucking up. So for these level 100 enemies, we absolutely truth nuke. Going back to the build, though, we're looking at Dreamer's Bond for lack of better option. I'd probably put in like Energy Siphon here because Energy Siphon works very well with Nourish because you're multiplying the amount of energy you're getting. So instead of a 0.7 energy per second, we'd be getting somewhere over 1.4. We have Vitality on because Grendel is a health tank. We can cast Nourish and get all of our health back instantaneously. So that's, very good. Equilibrium for energy economy. We will still need Equilibrium even if we have Nourish on, just to keep up with our ability spam that we're going to be doing. Augur Reach for a little bit of range, and for the passive of energy spent getting converted to shields. Grendel has a very small shield size. If you were to invest in Grendel, a really good mod on him is going to be catalyzing shields, just for survivability's sake, but I'm going with Rolling Guard instead because it's a lot easier to use. If we run out of energy, which we shouldn't, just being able to hit one button and instantly be saved for 3 seconds is quite nice to me. Augur Secrets for a little bit of extra strength and a little bit of extra energy converted to shields. And then Gastro because, yeah, it's nuts on him. For our Arcanes, we have Aegis because if that procs we are invincible, and Steadfast just to save some energy, especially because we will be casting our 4 quite a lot, and our 1, and our 2. Well, we're going to be casting abilities a lot. Overall, Grendel is a phenomenal character, but we are going to jump right into our mission today. So let's get into it. All right, we are back, and what are we going to be doing today, gamers? Well, it's simple. We're going to finally be completing the star chart. I know, crazy. And this is very true. We are completing the star chart, but I must say, we are kind of doing a little bit of a cheat code. Now, normally, if we were to go ahead and, go through Warframe, complete all the quests, We would have access to the Zeramin up here, the Sanctum here, and some more stuff. Venus, Valus Undermined bounties. But we are right at the Chimera Prologue quest. And this is perfect, because if we go any further in the star chart, what I'm about to say wouldn't apply. And that is, we can unlock Steel Path with one simple trick. We gotta complete these defection nodes. Now, this game mode sucks ass, and we have one thing we gotta farm from it. But we're gonna go ahead and complete all these today. We have this one on Phobos, this one on Saturn, and this one on Neptune. And once we complete all of these are the only nodes we have left, we will have Steel Path, which is a huge boon for the account. But real quick, we gotta claim a reward. Oh! We're done with the Night Wave. That's also fire. This is actually so huge because now until the Night Wave ends, anytime we level up, we're gonna be getting these credits. I probably can afford to get a few more reactors and catalysts, so we don't have the same problem we run into every time I craft a Warframe, which is I can't show them off with full slots, which is fine. I mean, hey, we don't need them, but it's gonna be nice. Anyway, that's not important. Let's go back to looking at these defection missions. So we're just gonna hover over Memphis here, and we'll pull up the wiki, my favorite pastime. Here is the defection node drop table. We're just gonna cycle through these real quick. There's 3 tiers for each of the different planets. Tier 1 being Phobos, Tier 2 being Saturn, Tier 3 being Neptune. And they all share the same drop table of the dark sector nodes. So Tier 1 is going to drop Quickening, Tier 2 is going to drop Enduring Strike, and Tier 3 is going to drop Life Strike. And that's pretty much the only other interesting thing outside of the Expel mods, or the Bane mods, whichever you want to call them. And then the Harrow Systems. This is one of the last pieces we need to Harrow. And we're going to be getting that today. Now, we haven't really grinded out any other Harrow piece. Harrow chassis rain down from the heavens every 5 seconds, so they're not rare at all. But the only other piece that we can talk about is going to be the Harrow helmet. And as you can see there, it is a drop from either the Kuva Fortress Survivals or Kuva Spies. I guarantee you we got them from the Kuva Spy, and I just don't remember. But that's what we're going to be getting into today. This episode doesn't end until we get Harrow Systems. Please be gracious. Please, for the love of Christ, be gracious. Anyway, let's just hop right in, and I'll kind of talk about the game mode as we play it.
These Grineer need a hero.
Alright, so what we're doing in this mission type is we're escorting Grineer Defectors. And we're getting them to their shuttle, and they're getting off-world. Where they go, I don't know. But let's go ahead and suckle up some of these enemies. We gotta get our buffs going. Oh! Steadfast procced right away. And let's come over here. We've got this life support terminal right here. We're gonna run by it. And we're gonna summon the survivors here. Now we gotta go collect these gamers. And you can see they're taking damage from being in the infested air. So what we gotta do is we gotta run them over to this life support terminal. Let them heal up a little bit. And then we got to escort them to their ship. Grendel is absolutely not good at this. You're never gonna guess who we should play instead. That's right. We're gonna be swapping to Volt when we have to power farm this. But I thought, you know, here at the beginning, we could go ahead and get silly. Play a little bit of our new character. That guy just fucking fell. Fantastic. I hope he makes it. Oh, shit. That's literally so stupid. You have no idea. Fuck, are the people even gonna make it to the ship without suffocating to death? Yeah, they're fine. Let's go make sure this other person... they're fucked. Nah, they're fucked. Nah, they took damage along the way. They're dead. Oh. Never mind, we can revive them. Okay. Did they come back at full health? Alright, swag. It's very good. Anyway, we do that, and then we've rescued a squad. Now we have to do that 7 more times. and then we're done. And as we keep going, it's going to add more of these towers in different spots that they'll run to. So we pray for a miracle. It's also a shame these enemies are level 15. You know, I wish I could adequately show off just how powerful this gassy boy is, but, you know, it is what it is. They're at full health. We're going to have to move out. And this time, let's put our hands together and pray that they don't fall down. It was literally so stupid. Alright, these drones made it. Good. I'm probably going to cut to when we start escorting more survivors. Alright. Rotation down. 3 more to go. Looks like they're spawning at the B tower, so that's where we're gonna go. I'm probably just gonna like show that they swap between these towers, and then we're probably just gonna go straight to rotation B, actually, because we can have a chance of getting the Harrow Systems in rotation B. Oh god, now they're even further away from the fucking ships. It's gonna take even longer for them to get there. That's the sound I make for not playing Volt. But we gotta play their new character before they get sent to the void. You know? I think we're gonna tough it out. We're gonna get to rotation C with Grendel. It's gonna be really inefficient and stinky. But then you guys are gonna have to forgive me because we're gonna actually do this like efficiently instead of whatever the hell this is. My god. Because we're going to have these guys move out, right? Here they go. And we're going to have to do another squad before we get our second rotation air reward. This is buns. No, they're going to go down. Oh, maybe not? Hey! Wait a minute, can I? Oh... New tech unlocked, gamers. I don't know if that was healing them, but regardless, that immunity is pretty freaking good. Oh, I'm licking my lips. Vazarin is just so fucking awesome. Oh my god. Oh my god, it heals them too. Holy shit, hold on. We're just gonna skip this tower. Can I just make them speedrun back home? This ain't gonna be so bad after all.
12 seconds later.
Are you fucking kidding me? We just gotta wait until he glitches out? Oh my god. What sort of fuckery is this? Okay, well, this is, that guy at, C... He's just screwed. I don't know what to do for him. We're gonna push this guy, though. Maybe we can just have one make it, and it counts as a squad. I sure fucking hope so. I mean, that's... What do you want me to do there? I can't move them. I hope I don't have to escort 3 people to make the loot table roll. Because if that's the case, we're out of here, bitch. We do... Okay, well, we're extracting right fucking now. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you, and something like that happens, it infuriates the hell out of me, but I'm gonna keep a level head. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen, and we're gonna swap to better equipment to do the rest of these. What a waste of time. Alright, you wanna know why we picked Volt for this grind? Other than the fact that I picked Volt for everything? Look at him go. They're so fast, they don't know where they're going. But they make it to the post at record speed. Now, we're going to let them heal up a little bit. Just to make sure that they're topped off, because we're moving out, gamers. Oh my god. Bolt's just so awesome. I might need to reduce the movement speed that they're getting. They might get stuck. But, yeah, this is the strat here. This is gonna be easy peasy. Provided they don't get stuck on another fucking wall. I don't know what that was about. That was real cringe. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut back to the 3rd rotation so that we can take a look at what we're about to get. And we're gonna hope we get heat, because, oh, if I have to spend an entire day farming this out, I might actually do something drastic. Every time I do a grind where Volt is just the easiest character to play on the planet, I feel so vindicated for my starter choice. I knew even as far back as a year ago that this man was gonna carry my ass at every step of the game. Now, it was just so right. It was crazy. But anyway, loot table roll. Okay, that was a relic. I can't be too sad. For whatever reason, on this tier 2 planet of Saturn, the rotation B drop table for the Harrow Systems is worse than the other 2 tiers. I think it'd be like better than tier 1 at least, but no, whatever, man, doesn't matter. I really only expect to get it from rotation C anyway. So let's just see if that's the case. Fuck. We're gonna go on to Neptune now. Alright. We're about to fucking leave again. Here we have a Defector. And as you can see, they are completely stuck and won't move. There's oh! Oh, they got out! Sweet. Yeah, we're not staying here. If they're just gonna bug out, there's literally no point. I do want to show off this tile set a little bit. It's just the Corpus infested tile. Is absolutely terrible for this. That means for efficiently farming this, there are 2 missions that are just absolutely fucking unbearable. Don't do them. Awesome. We love that. And even from that B spot, like, yeah, they got stuck there, but they were getting stuck in here as well. I was gonna wait till the 3rd rotation, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I want out. We're killing this guy. We're taking our bag. And, you'll see my ass on Saturn, bro. This is not it. Ooh, the rarest rotation B drop of my life. Totally. We're gonna get it here. Oh. Alright, well, that was the rarest chance that we could get it. So, you know, a little bit of a flex. I'm out of here, bro. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, yeah, baby. Harrow Systems. And I believe we have Harrow now. Yep. Yeah. I'm goated. Just a lucky guy. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and check. Oh.
Must seek me out to walk the steel path. I will be waiting.
Oh. Alright, we'll get to that in a second. That's it. You're so fucking unserious with that. 1,000 cryotic, 800 oxium. Bro, Hair's gonna sit in here for a little bit. I don't feel like wasting my resources, dude. But what was that shit on about, man? Let's go take a look.
The enemy has learned your measure. The lessons you taught have made them wise. Their hatred for you making them strong. You are a blade forged and honed, true. But even the sharpest of blades can break, and they must break you, lest you lay them low, now and forever. Show me what you have learned. Survive. To the victor, my esteem and the spoils.
I'm ready! And God, I hate being in a relay, dude. People giving out free shit. Stop! Let's go. I don't feel any different, but we've done it. We have the fucking slider unlocked. Oh, this is so big. Now we can choose between the normal origin system and the steel path. All this stuff it has listed there is true. Enemies are 100 levels higher, 250% tankier. There's a 100% resource drop chance, which is so good, and 100% mod drop chance. So, in terms of farming, it can't be beat, but it might be a lot tougher for the account. But we're not gonna get into it today. Yeah, I just wanted to unlock it this week. It's been pretty hectic for me, but you know, I'm not gonna blue balls us, we're gonna jump in, but we're gonna jump in and have a little fun. Let's swap back to Grendel real quick because, you know, Grendel is a bit strong, and I want to see just how strong this guy would be. So let's take a gander, shall we, and jump into our first Steel Path mission. I'm gonna swap around the build a little bit. We're gonna take off Vitality, which sounds pretty scary, but hear me out. We're gonna swap it for Catalyzing Shields. And the reason for this is because I don't think our chances of survival with limited resources is going to be that high. So I want that 1.3 seconds of shield gating, just because I'm going to be spamming abilities constantly. We should be fine. Only problem is that Steadfast might fuck us over, so we're going to take that off. And in its place, what should we do? We'll do Fury for extra melee damage. I don't know. I think Gastro might be able to put in the work, but if it doesn't, we can just glaive spam. I'm so excited, guys. We finally did it. We unlocked the real game, baby. All right. Oh my god, we finally done it. Now, for people that don't know what Steel Path is, it's just the origin system, but hard mode. Everything's a lot higher of a level. It hits a lot harder. And there are special boss enemies that are going to show up, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Oh yeah, that's just the Lich thing going on. Let's go ahead and suck up some enemies. Pop that. And I don't have energy. Okay, but now I do. Boop. Oh. Rupert Fortnite down. I repeat, Rupert Fortnite down. Ah! Our energy economy is so fucking buns. So yeah, Glaive Prime, gonna be carrying us. I'm not even gonna lie to you fellas. You know, we showed off a little bit of that Gastro damage. Oh, Glaive, bro. There is a Lich larva, which... Oh my god, are we getting invaded by... You gotta be kidding me. Of course, we start a Steel Path mission, and these jolly fuckers decide to invade. Oh my god. Let's go ahead, Protective Sling. They spawned nothing but Arctic Eximuses. That's a bastard move. Oh, Aegis proc, that's so good. Swallow that guy. Oh. Okay. We've got some energy. We might be able to start rolling. That's very good. Watch this guy. This guy right here. Boom. Cooked. That was pure ability damage too. So like I'm sure you guys could imagine, you know, a little bit of sauce into Grendel, and we'd be doing just fine. Unfortunately, I'm such a fat chud. Don't have the reactors or the will to drop reactors on him, so he's not gonna be getting a reactor. In fact, he's gonna be getting Helminth right after this. But we'll enjoy it while it lasts, you know. Big grouping. Boop. Oh, yeah. He's so good. Ooh. Playing this very conservatively, because I don't want to die. Could you imagine our first Steel Path mission with no errors? Perfectly executed? Oh, yeah. Except, I do want to show off the special boss enemy, but they didn't show up. But may I just say, job well done. Our first Steel Path mission, done and trounced, baby. We're just that good. We're just that good. What can I say? Alright, well, I'm gonna swap to another character and we're gonna jump back in. Alright, I jumped back into that same exterminate. I completed it 5 more times and got nothing to show for it. That mini boss I was talking about didn't show up, so we're gonna save that for another time. No biggie. We're gonna be fighting plenty of it. Of them, I should say. But we are gonna come in here. It is time to get rid of our boy Grendel. I think that the Steel Path Exterminate showed off just potentially how good he could be. I mean, when I had a chance to use my 4, that shit nuked. But I didn't get him to use him. No, I got him for the Helminth, we're going to go ahead and polarize Grendel. Grendel Prime gets an additional V polarity, so we're going to slap that on him. Happy days. And now we have access to Nourish. Ah! Confirm, we ain't wasting any time. And now in roughly 24 hours, we will have access to Nourish. And we have collected such bangers of helmet abilities. I mean, this top row, Nourish, Dispensary, Eclipse, bangers. Scroll down a little bit. Pillage, amazing, which we will be getting good use out of now that we're in Steel Path. Roar, and you know it, the damage ability of all time. Shock, good for melee characters, which we'll get to see in a bit. I mean, this list is pretty stacked for characters we decided to craft in Helmet. That will come as we tweak our builds and stuff. For now, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, you can do that too. Playlist is linked in the description if you want to check it out. And otherwise, my name has been Skeletormandee, and gamers, we've finally done it. We've entered hard mode. Love y'all. Mwah! See ya in the next one, gamers.